Once upon a time, in the cheerful town of Waggington, there lived a lively little dog named Pippin. Pippin was not your average pup. He was smaller than most, with floppy ears, glittery eyes, and a tail that wagged like it had a mind of its own. But what made Pippin stand out was not his size or his enthusiasm, but his gigantic heart, always brimming with bravery and an eagerness to help others. Pippin loved playing with his friends at the local park. They chased butterflies, dug holes, and played fetch with their human companions. His friends included Jack the playful beagle, Molly the gentle Labrador, and Rusty the energetic Dalmatian. Despite being the smallest, Pippin never sat still, and was always ready to leap into new adventures. One sunny afternoon, Pippin and his friends heard troubling news. There was a rumor going around that Rocky the enormous bulldog had gotten himself trapped in the old barn by the edge of town. He had been exploring, as adventurous dogs do, but now he couldn't find his way out. The town of Waggington needed someone brave to help get Rocky out of the barn safely. All the dogs were a bit scared because Rocky's predicament seemed tough, and the barn a bit spooky. Who could possibly help Rocky? Molly said with a worried whimper. Jack and Rusty nodded, their tails drooping in concern. With a determined twinkle in his eye and a wag of his tail, Pippin stepped forward. "Let's go help Rocky," he barked enthusiastically. "I might be small, but I have a big heart, and together we can do it." Pippin led the way, his little paws pattering down the path, through fields and towards the old barn. Jack, Molly, and Rusty followed, inspired by Pippin's courage. When they arrived, they found the barn door had partly fallen, trapping Rocky inside. Rocky looked relieved to see his friends, and gave a wagging greeting. Thinking quickly, Pippin came up with a plan. He squeezed through a gap under the barn door, being small enough to slip in easily. Inside, he comforted Rocky with gentle nudges and encouraging barks. Meanwhile, outside, Jack, Molly, and Rusty worked to lift the door with all their might. It was a group effort, and soon Pippin's plan was coming together. Finally, with a loud creak, they managed to create enough space for Rocky to shimmy out. Rocky was free. He barked in delight, his big paws pouncing the ground with joy. "Thank you, Pippin," Rocky said, his big voice brimming with gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without you and your big-hearted friends." The town of Waggington celebrated Pippin and his friends as heroes. Pippin learned that it didn't matter how big or small you were. What mattered was having a heart full of love and courage.